is going on, guys? Train here, bringing you my very first episode of Madden Rebuild. Here we're going to go through a straight franchise, maybe play a couple seasons depending on how we like the team, and we're just going to be the GMs of the team. We're going to rebuild everything, make the team the way that we want it to do in order to thrive, succeed the way it should. Shout out to Bangle for actually doing these videos and kind of perfecting it. If you guys ain't seen it, check his channel out. I'm kind of learning from him, but I've been doing this for a long time, just my first time streaming. So if you haven't guessed already, we are going to start with the Minnesota Vikings. Just kind of done at random. We're going to try and make it through pretty much every team through this Madden. But we might break the video up into two parts. Maybe we can fit it all in one part. Just really depending on how far we get. Because I really actually want to play an actual full game. At least possibly at the end of a season. Maybe in a playoff spot or something. Just to see how the team plays. So without any further ado, we are going to get started.
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
Okay. We're gonna go in here. And because we are going to... Hold on, why is this arcade? Salary cap. Sorry guys, I should have had these already kind of done. I do want to change the time limit. We're going to do full... Actually, we're going to do 12-minute quarters. Just because we're going to sim it. If we play a game, we're going to change. We're going to change quarter length. Yeah, we want full control of everything. Tutorials off. Yeah, it's off. Okay. I think this is alright. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, now the first thing we do is we're pretty much gonna gut this team. I mean, the only thing that I could see not trading at all is probably Dalvin Cook. Possibly Thielen, depending on what his contract is. Okay. Cousins, we're definitely replacing. We might roll with him this season, but we're definitely drafting a quarterback. So... let's take a look at our roster, see what we got going on. We obviously are going to replace Cousins. He's 32. He's only going to get worse as time goes on. Dalvin Cook is our building point. We won't need a... Thielen's 30. This concerns me. He's basically the only receiver that we have that's already built up. Of course, we got Justin Jefferson, who's our future. But he's only 79. We don't have limited options at receiver. So quarterback receiver is definitely something we're going to have to look at, especially trading Adam Thielen. Tight end, we're pretty much set at. We might trade, we're probably going to trade Kyle Rudolph for something because Irv Smith is definitely going to be our tight end of the future. Reef is 31. He's only a 72. We definitely need a new left tackle for the future. Cleveland's young. I don't like his overall. Pretty decent other stats as far as I know, but pass blocking is definitely a concern. It might be something we roll with for the first season or two, see if he doesn't get better. If not, we might have to upgrade there. Bradbury's a 78. He's only 25 years old. That's definitely a position we can not have to worry about. Eflin's 71. He's still kind of young. 78, Ryan O'Neal, he's okay. So definitely something that we need to upgrade are the left tackle, maybe the left guard spots. Daniil Hunter's only 25. He's basically a 90. No worries there. Definitely another pass rusher is gonna be a huge concern for us. Michael Pierce is still young enough that he's gonna be able to perform. We might want to grab another defensive tackle. Anthony Barr is still relatively young. Michael Kendricks is fine. Our linebacking core is decently good. Eric Wilson, Ben Gideon. I mean, these guys are going to get us through the first season or two. Maybe another outside linebacker. Corner is a huge need for us. We're definitely going to have to upgrade that. Guys like Holton Hill and Jeff Gladney are definitely guys that we can build up and build around. Mike Hughes is still young enough that it's going to get us by. Anthony Harris, he's a good starter for us. Harrison Smith is 31. I know he's a 95, but I don't know. He's going to eventually regress. And if we can trade him now, we're going to get some good pieces for him. So draft pick wise, we got a couple fourth rounders, an extra fifth we can kind of play around with. So the first thing that I definitely want to do is I want to trade. We're going to look to trade Harrison Smith. We're going to see what we can get out of him. Definitely make all our trades. Try and get some draft picks. Do anything really we can do just to position ourselves better for some younger talent, cheaper talent. It's a $10 million cap, too. I mean, if we can get some cap space and be able to sign free agents that we need, that's going to be great. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look for probably the team that needs a strong safety the most. Buccaneers. I'll be honest. I just don't know if they're going to have the cap room to be able to trade us anything of value. And obviously they have a good enough team that they're not going to really help us in the draft. So we need to find maybe the Colts. They're over the cap though. It's gonna try and find a team that has enough cap space that can really take on his contract. The Jags have plenty of cap space. This might be perfect for us. So we want to try and trade for their first. They have 2 firsts. And then maybe something else of value. Cullen Johnson's not too bad. He's a rookie. What do they have? Camera. They're struggling at left tackle as well. Al Woods, too old. There's nothing really of value there that we need. Corner's a big need. I got Sidney Jones, C.J. Henderson, D.J. Hayden, Trey Herndon. I doubt they're going to trade us Trey Herndon. But let's throw him in the package and see if we can't get a good deal out of this. Oh, not even close. Okay, so what we might have to do is we might have to try and go for their other first. Just see if that improves at all. Not even close. Okay, that's not bad. If we threw in... Let's throw in a corner... Maybe not. They need a right end. I'd be okay to give this guy up. He's young. You can always replace him. That's close. Maybe throw in a draft pick, a 4th rounder. Should do it. Done. Okay. So we have at least 2 first round picks now. I'm not sure which draft pick that belongs to. Let's take a look at that real fast. Okay, that belongs to the Rams. So that might be a mid round pick. We'll see how well they perform, but I definitely want to see if we can get anything for Thielen next. And we now have 51 in cap space. That's really good. So let's see what trading Thielen can do for us. See who really needs a receiver out there. Texans could always use another receiver. The Steelers. Says they need. Wow, they have Claypool at a 74. If we could trade for Claypool, that would be a huge steal for us. So let's see if we can trade for Claypool and the Steelers first. Actually, yeah, let's do that. That's going to clear 12 more million of cap space for us and give us another receiver with Justin Jefferson we can build around. Okay. What if we give up another 4th? See how closer that gets us. Oh. Okay. What else do they need? They need a strong safety. Middle linebacker. QB. Can't really give up right tackle. I mean, that's a guy that we can build around for sure. Kyle Rudolph is another guy that we might want to look to give up, but I don't want to trade them Thielen and Rudolph and a draft pick in order to get their first, which will probably be a late first round pick, to be honest. The only thing I could see doing is giving them a 3rd on top of the 4th. I really don't want to trade a 2nd. Let's see what we got future wise. Don't really have. How about a future 2nd? And we'll do a 3rd this year. Might be a little harder than I thought, guys. I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up 2 seconds. I really don't. Let's kind of see what else we can do. Other than... I don't know why I did that. Saints need another receiver. Ooh, Thielen and Michael Thomas, that'd be nasty. Patriots need another receiver. They're not going to be as good. Their number 1 is tight end, though. Let's see if we can land their first with Rudolph. Let's trade Rudolph here since that's their number 1 need. That's decent. That's decent. Let's throw in a 4th. Might have to upgrade to a 3rd. Done deal. 4th. And Rudolph for our first. So we picked up the Patriots first round. We still have Irv Smith, who's going to be our primary tight end anyways. So that's a very good deal for us. Let's see if They need a receiver too, but I got there first. Panthers could use a receiver. Packers. The Jets are in need, and they got 2 firsts. Let's see if they will trade us one of those for Darnold. Not Darnold, sorry, Thielen. Done deal. So Thielen goes to the Jets in a 3rd rounder, and we'll pick up another first from the Jets. So we have a couple 1st-round picks here. That's really great. Let's go ahead and see if we still can't get the Steelers Claypool. That's a very interesting pick. And we have 4 1st-round picks, so we have a little room to play with. We can trade a 5th. We can get rid of somebody else. So let's throw a 5th in there. What else could we really get rid of? Maybe trade away Hughes, but he's only 23. He might be somebody I want to keep around if we can build up. So let's see what our future, maybe a future 3rd. I just want to see if the Steelers are willing to part with him. Because if he is, that's definitely a guy that he can pair well with Jefferson. Okay. It doesn't really look like the Steelers are willing to part with him. The only thing... maybe Tajay Sharp. No. We can pick up a wide receiver in free agency. It's just going to be too hard to trade with that Steelers team. See what kind of free agents are out there right now that we can get to replace some of the guys that we traded away, like Thielen. Des Bryant is out there, even though he's with the Ravens right now. A guy like Quincy Inouye, that would be a great pickup. I don't really see much of anything else that's here. We're going to pick up Quincy to a 1-year deal. See how he plays. We also want a strong safety to replace Harrison. Tony Jefferson is only 28. That's pretty surprising. He might be a guy that we could plug in for a few years and not have to worry about replacing. Eric Reed is another guy that we can plug in there for a few years. 2.25. Right now, I say we go and grab Tony Jefferson. We're going to grab Tony Jefferson here. Try and sign him more long-term. What else do we trade? We need a right end as well. Not much going on there. Timmy Jernigan. It's not a bad little guy we could plug into right end as well. Let's sign him to a 1-year deal just as a backup or a short-term starter. Let's mess around with our depth chart real quick. And we need to... Okay, Justin Jefferson. Yeah, we definitely could use a prime receiver to go with Jefferson. Like I said, Irv Smith is going to be our future guy. We need a left tackle, possibly a left guard, and a pass rusher. Our pass rushers are not looking too great. We're going to put old Timmy Jernigan in there. He's actually going to start at right end for us, along with Hunter. If we can get a guy that can pair with Hunter, that's going to be great. And possibly another defensive tackle. I'm not sure why Pierce is not in there. So a pass rusher and another defensive tackle for us is definitely going to make a lot of sense. Todd Davis. Why is Anthony Barr, I'm not sure, in there? He's probably at right. No, he's not. I don't know why Anthony Barr is not in there. Eric Wilson. Put Gideon in there. Ben Gideon I like a lot. He's a guy definitely can see keeping around. And if we really want to, if we can't find a decent backup defensive tackle, we could always go with the 3-4 route and get us another middle linebacker. Corners definitely need. And might be all right safety wise, Harris and Jefferson. What? Hendricks and Barr playing that sub linebackers. Ooh, why is this all screwed up? Hunter. Jernigan. Pierce. Jalen Holmes. Jaleel Johnson. Looks good. All right. We're gonna roll with that and see where we are at in the midway season. Let's make sure that we have Justin Jefferson, Gladney, Dantzler. No, let's take Dantzler out and put. I'm thinking Holton Hill. Holton Hill seems reasonable to put in there. Both corners. We want to get that corner spot up. All right, let's see what upgrades we got here. Tony Jefferson's got an upgrade right off the bat. So we can get him an 80 right off the bat. Tajay Sharp. We'll play him at the slot. Okay, and let's go ahead and... actually, let's go ahead and advance until we're ready to cut people, and then we'll go to the midway season, because I don't want the computer... Okay, Brian O'Neill. Okay, so he's going to get a little bit of an upgrade. Definitely run blocking for him. That's going to be our main focus. Finesse. We really want to get our run blocking as high as we can get, because that's our main focus with Alvin Cook. Oh, we already have an injury. Who's injured? Oh, of course. Our only good defensive tackle as of right now. Really just want to get to the point where we cut all our players and get down to that 53-man roster. Another new injury. That's fantastic. All right, cut 8 players. Oh, Chris Jones, 58. Yeah, anybody who's gonna be under a 60 is definitely getting cut in my book. We only got two quarterbacks. We got enough running backs. We're gonna let Mike Boone go. Receiver wise, how many do we got? One, two, three, four, five, six. We don't really need seven receivers. Tight ends, we're good at left tackle. Two left guards. We only have one center. It's not good. Left ends. We don't need this many left ends. We're gonna get rid of Baleford here. We only have one right end, so we kind of want to keep an extra left end on the team. We'll see what else we can cut when I come back. I'll let go of Lynch here. Once again, I don't know why they are not showing. Oh, unless he's hurt. He might be hurt. Cameron Smith will keep. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Definitely don't need this many corners. See how many we don't need. 3. Okay, that's it. And we're gonna sim to the mid-season point. I'm really glad to be doing these types of videos because I have been doing rebuilds like basically every man that's ever come out for like the last 10 years. And I'm kind of glad to be able to now show you guys kind of what I enjoy doing on here and being able to just build a team that I feel like should be done in real life. Like some of the moves that these GMs make are absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. I realize I've never been a professional GM, but I mean, some of these guys that are on the cusp of winning just don't make the moves they should, or they don't. It really blows my mind how some of these teams can operate. This coming from a Browns fan. But I've been living with the Browns since '99. I can't, jump off that bandwagon. They're gonna turn it around. They're gonna turn it around eventually. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to be able to scout people. User management, would that be under? No. Team settings. We need a where is what the hell is that? It's got to be under league settings. Okay, yeah. We need scouting so that when we sim it, scout college players. Auto. I injury management auto. Trees. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we got some players to negotiate here with. We're gonna see. First of all, where are we at? What is our record? I haven't even looked. 3-4. We could be, doing a better job of losing games. We really need to tank. Right now, and the Rams are doing bad, so that's good for us because the worse the Rams do, the higher draft pick we have there. So there's about 4 teams right now, just in the NFC alone, that's worse than us. There's about 3, 4. Ooh, there's a couple teams in the AFC, so we need to lose a couple more games here. Anthony Harris, we are going to try and re-sign. He's definitely our free safety of the future. We're going to give him 5 years. He's going to stay a Viking his whole life, basically. See if he takes that. Cool. So we got our free safety spot lined up. Eric Wilson. That's a lot of money for a guy who's a 73 overall. I think we're going to let Eric Wilson go. We can definitely upgrade that. Todd Davis is 28. He's only a 72. We're going to let him go as well. Holton Hill is definitely a young guy. We're going to sign long term because I think we can get him better. Keep him under wraps for a while. And very cheap too. Ben Gideon, I like him a lot. 4 years. That's not a bad deal. It's $2 million a year. 5. We'll sign him max deal. Somewhere in the park of 650 signing bonus. That should keep him around. He's gonna be a good little backup player. Pat Eflin. We need a left guard and a left tackle, so Pat Eflin might have to stick around. We can always trade him too if we find something better. Sign him long term. Amir Abdullah, he's gone. We're good at halfback. Tajay Sharp, he's gone. Iuka, he's gone. He's 30 years old. Curtis Riley, he's gone. Jaleel Johnson, I just don't know at a 67 overall if he's going to be worth keeping on the team. Hardy Nicholson, probably not. Okay, the only other guys that I could see are the free agents that we kept. Cameron Smith, we want to keep around probably. Let's scout. Generate. So the biggest thing we're going to be looking at. Oh, this is not a good quarterback class at all. This is not good, guys. This is definitely not good. Oh, Jesus Lord. We're in trouble. We are definitely in trouble when it comes to the likes of quarterback. Josh Mooney from Ohio State. Let's go. Ohio State. Whoop. Is our best choice, but he's not exactly the franchise corner that I would expect. Speed rusher, that's interesting. He's not really the guy. Oh, man. Let's see what's... There's an early Julius Fort. There's another early. So we could take another left end and just move him to right. One of these guys would be just as good to play next to Hunter. But that's disappointing. That is a very disappointing quarterback. We may have to look at free agency. That might definitely be decision that we look at, free agency quarterbacks, possibly Dak Prescott. If we have enough cap space, we can get a guy like Dak. We could get a number of guys that I'm pretty sure are free agents. Like I said, I would like to get another receiver to play next to Jefferson. That would be great. And who knows, maybe Cousins gets better, but it's looking very unlikely. So our biggest needs are probably like corner, outside linebacker, pass rusher, defensive tackle, and left side of line and quarterback. Maybe receiver. We got a lot of needs. There's definitely a lot of needs going on here. And we're gonna have the cap space, so we should be able to sign a few guys as well as draft. We lost to the Lions in week 17, so that's good. 6-10. Not the greatest finish. I would have liked a little bit worse of a finish. Let's look at NFC as a total. Rams finished 6-10. We're 6-10. So we're gonna have 2 draft picks around the same spot there. Let's see. The Patriots went 9-7, so we have their pick. And then the Jets went 6-10. So we're gonna have about 3 picks around the same spot. And then the Patriots pick. With a weak quarterback class, may not be the worst thing for us to do. Let's see what we got going on. Let's upgrade our players. Let's see what we got going on here. So our left guard, Ezra Cleveland. If we can upgrade him, that means we can turn him into at least a 70. So that might be a spot that we can live with still. That's going to be a spot that we can continue to improve on and live with. So Jalen Holmes, who's the left end. Still not probably going to be good enough to be a starter. Yeah, he's not going to be the long-term answer there. So we got all these guys that, oh my gosh. We signed this guy from the practice squad? Oh my god, he's at 26. All right, we're going to continue to raise Dalvin Cook up. He's a 96 now. Eric Kendricks. Pass coverage. It's going to be great. Like I said, maybe we go after another middle linebacker. Hunter. Let's continue to upgrade his speed rushing. Gonna make him a monster speed rusher. Anthony Harris. A little bit of a hybrid. Anthony Barr. He definitely needs to upgrade some more. So like I said, if we can get a guy to pair with Barr and Kendricks, we'll be all right at middle line or at linebacker. Jefferson, try and sign him long term. He went up to an 82 just with that stat increase. That's a great move. Anunwe, we're going to consider keeping around as well. I really wish our corners would have got better. Mike Hughes, okay, he goes up to a 77. So that's great. Plus 4 man coverage. That's very good, especially if he's not our slot corner. Okay, Brian O'Neill, who's a 79, has 3 skill points. That is huge. That is definitely huge. We're going to do 2 to that, and then let's get the pass protecting up. Holton Hill. He's got 3 skill points. So we could actually use Mike Hughes and Gladney as our guys, and then if we just put all our points on Hill, Hill's going to be our slot corner. He's going to be our best slot defender, easily. So corner may not even be something that we have to draft. If we can keep improving these young guys, we're going to be okay. Ooh, Johnson's got 3 skill points. He might be a guy that we want to keep around. And he's young, too. $73? Okay, that's not bad. Definitely not bad. Bradbury is definitely a guy as well. That's great. We can get him up to an 80. So left tackle, definitely a big need for us. And pass rusher is going to be our biggest needs in the draft for sure. Everybody else, we're probably just we're gonna do an upgrade, automatic upgrade. That's great. Let's just kind of take a look to see what happened. Ooh, 23rd in passing, 30th or 11th. Okay. Cousins, 30 and 10. So we cut the interceptions down, but we're just not a great passing team. It's more of a rushing team. Cook, 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. His backup, 466, 4 touchdowns. No fumbles. No fumbles for Cook. That is fantastic. And we got 6 touchdowns from our backup halfbacks, including Cousins. So we had to have led the league in rushing touchdowns. Easy. Johnson was our leading receiver. 843 yards, 8 touchdowns. Wow. Okay. Irv Smith, 785 touchdowns. Jefferson, 755 touchdowns. 6 touchdowns for Anunue. Cook had 2 more touchdowns to go with it. So Johnson, a very surprising. That might be a guy to pair with Jefferson, and receivers were definitely a lot better than I expected. Defensive, this is what's going to concern me right here. This is disappointing. 2 sacks on the year for our best pass rusher. That's concerning, guys. That is majorly concerning. Interceptions, 4 for Tony Jefferson. So that's a great pickup. That is a huge pickup for us. Eric Kendricks, Gladney with 3 interceptions. So pass rush is huge, guys. Going to be huge. We need a pass rusher big time. No fumbles at all. 1 block. Defensively, guys, it's very concerning. Very concerning. Mr. Dan Bailey hit every extra point, 13 out of 15 kicking. I'm pretty sure he's getting up there in age. So defensively, guys, we got some work to do. Check out the awards real quick. Lamar Jackson, back-to-back MVP. Let's see, Coach of the Year, Doug Peterson with the Eagles, 13-3. Offensive Player of the Year, let's see, Cousins, 9. Wow. Over Dalvin Cook. Okay. Eric Kendricks up there on the list for Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie, Justin Jefferson, third. Very good year from him. Defensive Gladney, third. So we have some guys, young guys that are making the best of the opportunities. Cook, third behind McCaffrey and Elliott. That's rough. Defensive line. Defensive line is going to be a huge, huge need for us. Eric Kendricks had a very good year. Tony Jefferson had a very good year. I wonder if it's too late to re-sign these guys. It probably is. So Tony Jefferson's a guy I definitely want to bring back. We got the Chiefs and the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. It's a very likely Super Bowl. Let's see if we did anything Pro Bowl wise. Cook made it. I'd like to see that. Fulgham, wow. Nothing offensive wise. Wow. Tony Jefferson made the Pro Bowl. We definitely got to bring him back. Let's see who wins the Super Bowl. Do the Chiefs go back to back, or do the newly super formed team of the Buccaneers dethrone the Chiefs? Wow, close one. 24-21. The Buccaneers are the Super Bowl champions. So we got 8 guys here to negotiate with. Ooh, no, this is franchise tag. We can negotiate Jefferson for sure. Why does it only say I have 2 million in cap space? How'd we go from 50 million in cap room to 2 million? I'm glad we're gonna keep Jefferson around. We're gonna let everybody else go because I'm not really sure what happened to our cap space, guys. We went from 50 million in cap to nothing. So we may not even, we have 1.64 million in cap space. Not exactly sure why. Colin Kaepernick. We could have signed Colin Kaepernick. The Colts have a deal for him. Damn. There ain't much there either. If we had cap space, honest to God, guys, I would have gone after Colin Kaepernick. Easy. I don't have the cap space. I don't know why. I have no clue why we do not have cap space. Dede Westbrook would have been a great addition to the team. AJ Green. Travis Fulgham would have been an amazing addition. I don't have the cap space. I don't have this cap space to sign these guys. Rashad Higgins. Rob Gronkowski. Yeah. Pass rusher. Tack McKinley would have been a great addition. Sheldon Rankins. Gerald McCoy. Bud Dupree. There's some guys we could have got here that would have helped. Keanu Neal. I just don't know why we don't have the cap space to sign these guys. Unless the guys that we traded away remain affecting our cap. Like Harrison Smith, Thielen. So it looks like we're just going to have to sim right to the draft, guys. We just don't have the cap space to be able to go out and do anything. I'm really thinking the guys that we traded away are affecting our cap still. Take a look at free agency recap real fast. No bids for Richard Sherman. No bids for Jordan Reed. He remains unsigned. There's some kickers out there. Ndamukong Suh. Jason McCurdy. AJ Green went unsigned. McKinnon. Wow. Trey Waynes. Xavier Rhodes. Could bring him back. Higgins. There's some Kenny Stills. There are Joe Hayden. There's Foster Moreau. It's very good. Or Fabian Moreau. I'm sorry. I thought that was Foster. There's some guys out here that can improve our team, guys. But let's take a look at Rob Gronkowski on the Panthers. Phil Lindsay to the Jets. Marcus Williams to the Dolphins. Jared Cook to Washington. Bud Dupree with the Jets. The Jets are going out there and landing some big-time guys. Keanu Neal to the Raiders. That's a great signing. And Jaylen Brown. Ooh, the Raiders, the Jets making some noise. Takk McKinley to the Seahawks. That's a great signing. Jonnu Smith to the Panthers. Kaepernick with the Colts. Wow. Winston of the Giants. He could be the starter there. Let's see what else is going on here. Westbrook to the Ravens. That's a huge signing. Fulgham to the Bills. That's intense, guys. We got to get some cap space. But what we're going to do is we're going to build through the draft. So we got the 5 and 7. That's really good. We're probably not going to... I don't know if we should take a quarterback or not. Maybe we should roll with Cousins for one more year. Eris Little, who's a defensive tackle, 77 overall. That would have helped us a lot. Tyrone Brothers, who's a right end. I think some of the left ends were better, so that's a position that I'm okay with. There's another defensive tackle, 76 overall. We're going to see what we have in middle linebacker. Right tackle. We don't need a right tackle. Okay. So we're on the clock. We got 5, 7, and 9. And then we're going to have another pick. So. At quarterback, Josh Mooney's the best guy there, but it's going to be a reach. It's going to be a huge reach for us. There's a lot of good receiver talent there. Are these guys early? Late? Mid? So there's not even really good early first-round receiver talent. That's disappointing. That is very disappointing. Tackles aren't even that good. Left guard, that's interesting. That's a mid-first. Center. We don't need a center, but we can move in a guard. That's early first. That's a guy we can easily move to left guard for us. Nicholas Saunders, a late first. Tackle's very disappointing as well. Julius Fort, early first. And Dylan Washington is an early first. So it looks like it's going to be these two guys. Going to be opposite mid first, late first. Yeah, we need another guy. Dave Wilkins, late first. Definitely looks like. Ooh, middle linebackers not deep at all either. Oh, okay. We got some corners here that are gonna be useful to us. Curtis Mason is an early first. So we're gonna look at Curtis Mason. Oh God, he's a late first. Okay. I think it's a no-brainer that we go with one of these guys. They're both 6'3", about 255. I noticed we didn't have any fumbles. So Washington has definitely got an A- hit power. Finesse moves is a B+. This guy is basically a better tackler. I think we need a guy that's going to be able to get to the ball carrier, cause some fumbles, got a better combine grade. We're going to go with Dylan Washington here. 75 overall, not bad. He's a star or better, so we'll take that. Ooh. Reached a little bit. He's number 9. Drafted him at 5. That's not terrible. It's a need for us. That's a big need. And Washington is going to take the quarterback Josh Mooney from Ohio State. See, guys, he's only a 72. So, we might have to stick around and use Cousins another year. Another thing that I'm looking at is, plus this guy here. This guy's a scrambling quarterback. He's a late first-round talent. We might be able to steal him at the Patriots pick. But a position that I need is a number 1 corner. I need a number 1 corner to bolster that secondary. And this guy's an early first. 75. Ooh, normal development. That's not the greatest. Not great. Not great. Julius Fort, he's a 75. So we could have gone either way. So our next pick is at 25. Do we reach for the only other good quarterback here? Do we take a right tackle that we can play at left tackle? Or do we go defensive tackle and take Dave Wilkins, who's a late first? I feel like... It's a tough one, guys. This is very tough for us because we need another outside linebacker as well. Maybe another receiver. No. I definitely think we're gonna reach here, guys. We're gonna take Jerry Flanagan, who is a scrambler, and he may sit a year. He may sit behind Cousins a year. It's a reach. 72. It's not bad. It's not the worst. Okay, so at this pick, we have a number of ways to go. We could definitely snatch up the only other receiver. He's a slot. I don't know how much I like that. Kind of don't have a slot. Johnson and Jefferson are definitely our guys, so he could fit into the slot for us. This center is still there. The right tackle is there. He can plug into left tackle right now for us. I'm not liking the options at defensive tackle. We need a right outside linebacker, and these guys aren't the answer either. Don't need a corner. So I'm thinking either Saunders, who will play left tackle for us right away, or a receiver. Now, I feel like with our second round pick, we can get a receiver like down here who's a physical guy, deep threat. There's no more slots, so this guy's the last remaining slot guy. But I do feel like we can't pass up on a tackle. That's a weak spot on our team right now, is that left tackle spot. 72, oh, normal rate. We drafted him at 24. He's valued at 25, so can't say that we reached on him. We took him probably right about where he should be. Just see. We got an early. Irwin's a 70. Let's see if we can hit on a receiver here. I definitely think it's a receiver. So do we want a deep threat guy or do we want a physical guy? This guy's definitely got better stats. Rashad McCain. He can go up and get it. Second in the vert. Khalil Ridgeway. Didn't have a great combine at all. 4.52 40. So he's not a fast guy. Neither is this guy. I like his spectacular catch. I like his catching in traffic. I think we're going to go with Sean McCain. This big receiver. 70 star better. Well, I'll take it. Definitely needed a hit there. Go all the way to our fourth. This is probably going to come down to best available. We do need an outside linebacker. I don't think any of these guys are going to be the answer for us. This guy was supposed to be a first. I mean, right now, I don't think we have anything there. So, it's probably worth taking a shot on him on a fourth rounder. 65 normal development. Okay, yeah, so definitely something we're going to look into. We also need a middle linebacker. I don't really see any middle linebackers worth taking. Although, okay. Chase Polk. Fourth round guy. This guy's a pass coverage guy. Hit power. We're gonna go with a guy from Rice that can step in there and play our same scheme. We got another. Couple right ends here. We could always use a couple more right ends to back our team up. I like the hit power. I'm liking that a lot. Let's go with the big 6'4" Dante Curtis. 68 overall. That's not bad for a fifth round pick at all. let's go Angelo Anderson. We need a defensive tackle as well. Oh. Let's go ahead and go to the end of the draft here. So not a bad draft, not a bad. We found some pieces that we can plug in right now. A little concerned about the quarterback situation. Let's go ahead and move our pass rusher to other side of the line here. So already, big difference here. Cousins, 33 years old, 21. At receiver, I like being able to get McCain where we got him. He could really step in there and be another guy. Very young receivers, very young tight end. Riley Reef is 70 years old. Rated at 70. We're gonna move Saunders left tackle, and he's gonna become our immediate starter on the left side of the line. Great. So we're set at pretty much everything right now. Like I said, we need to improve on Cleveland and Eflin. Our guards definitely need some improving. We're gonna move this man, Dylan Washington. We're gonna move him to right outside linebacker, opposite of Hunter, and see if we can't get some better pressure on the quarterback this season. Defensive tackle is also a need. We're definitely going to need another defensive tackle or a middle linebacker. Either or. Gideon can play for us. I'm okay with Gideon starting right for us. Hughes, Gladney, and Mason with Hill as our slot corner. I like it. I like it a lot, guys. All these guys are young, fresh corners that are only going to get better. Anthony Harris is on the decline a little bit. So free safety in the future is definitely going to be on our to-get list. I like it. I like it a lot. And that's going to conclude our first season in this Vikings rebuild. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'm going to bring you episode 2 as soon as I can. And like, subscribe, comment your thoughts on what the team looks like so far after the very first season. We're going to go into season 2. Hopefully, make a couple more moves. See what the team kind of does here in its second season. Maybe turn the reins over to our new quarterback. We'll see what happens. Thanks, guys.